What's up, everybody? Long time no see. Welcome back, Young. Let me see if I can get my POB Path Building 2 to detect on stream also. I'll relaunch it. How spin to win are we talking? Oh, they did something with the update. What did they change? No. I think they broke attack speed scaling with this. Let me look at the patch notes. It's funny, I'm streaming right when they might have bricked the build. Does it not affect movement speed anymore? Yeah, I think they might have bricked the build. Let's see. Whirling. Fixed a bug where whirling slash's travel distance could no longer change based on your attack speed. What? But my attack speed is like giga. Because we're scaling attack speed with accuracy versus via this right here. 1% attack speed per 250 accuracy. Yeah, it's like not moving anymore. It's super weird. I'm trying to understand this patch note. Fixed a bug where whirling slash's travel distance could no longer change based on your attack speed. Could no longer change. Let me try something real quick. I wonder if this is just like... Yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Let me just pop in like a low-level keystone here. Well, rip guys, I think they might have bricked the build right after the patch. Like, I've been working on this for a few days. I was like, man, maybe I'll show this off. Maybe PoE 2 has got some Cyclone stuff going on, but... it's really slow. Yeah, before you could like scale your attack speed. I wonder if only skill speed? Yeah, it's just too... we're moving way too slow now. The only other thing I can think of is maybe I swap out my boots for like higher movement speed boots and... yeah, that's really unfortunate. What does the gem say? 70% of base. Yeah, I think they fixed a bug where whirling slash's travel distance could no longer change based on your attack speed. So do I need just way more attack speed, I guess? I might just need way more attack speed. But I'm supposed to gain 1% attack speed per 250 accuracy. I have 21,000 accuracy. So that's like... ...84% increased attack speed. Plus all the attack speed I already have on the tree. It's like 90... Yeah, I've got so much attack speed scaling right now, so could no longer change based on your attack speed. Let me check the Discord real quick. Yeah, I had something going, but... Jesus, yeah, I think they... This is way too slow. It doesn't even feel right. That's really sad. Because we still have the tech to make like a really large whirlwind, so that's still working. But the only thing I can think of is I'm gonna have to like swap my boots out and hope that I keep the shock from Wake of Destruction and go for like a 30 or 35% movement speed boot. Because right now Wake only has 10% movement speed, so man, that's really crappy. It's way too slow. Why would they brick that? That's really frustrating. I don't know why they would brick this. So... Alright. Let's test something. What level am I? 83? It's probably a local mod. Maybe this is only specific to Wake of Destruction. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Can't be though. There's like 5,000 boots on here. Any non-unique? Wow, there's 5,000 Wakes of Destruction. Holy shit. Alright. Just want to grab like a quick pair of boots and see. I'm gonna test something. So last patch, from what I was reading, you could do a boot swap on Wake of Destruction and maintain the shock ground as a part of your... So you would just like start off like this, generate your whirlwind, and then you would do a swap. It's still so slow. That's crazy, dude. And yeah, you do lose the ailment now. it doesn't even feel like I'm moving that. I feel like I'm moving the same. Like, movement speed isn't affecting... The difference between 10% movement speed and 30 is insane in this game. Like, 10% difference and 30% is huge in PoE 1. Like, this is barely noticeable when you swap 20% extra movement speed. That's crazy. Wow, I can't believe they brick this. Because they really did brick it. It's just weird because it fixed a bug where Whirling Slash's travel distance could no longer change based on your attack speed. It's like, could no longer change based on your attack speed. But then that means that it can change based on your attack speed now, which means I should be moving faster using Whirling Slash. Like, it doesn't feel... Well, I am moving faster using it. It is slightly faster than walking. Like, if I walk like this, it's slightly faster. But for the amount of attack speed that I'm scaling right now, I mean, we have 84% from scaling accuracy, and then we just have, like, every attack speed on the tree here. We got 6 here, not, well, 6. We got 16, and so that's like 9, that's 100% attack speed there, plus another 6 here. Yeah, we were like at least almost 150% attack speed. And the fact that you stack... Well, it was insanely fast Simplicity. Like, compared to what it is right now, this is like super slow. It's like noticeably slower. Like, I think... this is, like, tragic to look at. I wonder... I'm trying to think. If I dropped Ghost Dance, I have 60 Spirit. I don't really want to drop Ghost Dance, but maybe... Oh, they fixed the gem tab, so that's nice, I guess. Even though they bricked my build. I need 126 dex. 15% increased movement speed while mounted, 80% movement speed penalty from using skills while mounted. So basically you can't use this while you're whirlwinding. That's tragic. Yeah, they broke the build. It barely feels like I'm going faster with the amount of attack speed I have invested right now. I mean, the fact that I put on boots that have 20% more movement speed than what I'm currently wearing, and I barely notice a difference in walking. Like, look at the difference. These are slow boots. These are fast boots. It's very hard for me to tell the difference in speed. And we're more than doubling our movement speed right now with these boots. What about the tech for using charges to enhance speed? Belton posted a video today about using 2 uniques. Maybe. Yikes. Pause the music for a minute.
YouTube, just gonna do a quick little showcase of what I've been up to so far. Show you guys some cool tech items here with some uniques, namely
the Empire awaits you with open
my
jaws.
character,
Thanks for the follow,
because
Grinch.
I started kind of late and I also just fell asleep for 24 hours. I'm only level 60. You get between -10. So good, and it isn't just. Hateforge itself actually hasn't changed at all, and so the effect of Hateforge is that you get between -10. Actually, I'll go to town in case somebody kind of meanders over here. But you get between -10 to +10 to your maximum rage, and when you hit your maximum rage, it'll give you between 1 to 3 random charges, and then you lose all of your rage when you hit max rage. Right now, that is the same as it was last league. Now, the reason why it's so OP this league is because of this new gem right here. Rage 3. Supported skills grant 5 rage on melee hit, and supported skills have 15% more attack speed while you are not at maximum rage. So, not only does that make it so that you can hit your max rage to gain the 3 charges incredibly quickly, but because you lose all of your rage when you hit your max rage, you are never at max rage, which means not only does this give you the effect of rage, which is more attack damage, and so in my case, because this has +8, that means we have 38 max, or 38 is our maximum rage, right? And so we'll go, our first hit, we go 5 rage, then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then after 35, our next hit will take us to 38, which will put us back down to 0, right? So we're still getting the effect of rage. Now, why is this really good? Because of charge regulation. They actually...
So you get like more skill speed. More skill speed is a huge multiplier. It almost makes me wonder if I take off my shield here, you get more skill speed if you do Dance with Death. I almost wonder like how much better this would feel if I refund a point here. So we lose half of our accuracy, but if I do this, what does this feel like now? I think that's better. It's so hard to tell. I think this is better. It feels so similar. It's better, but it's like... I almost feel like attack speed means nothing now, and you just want skill speed. So, I think you would just drop accuracy scaling altogether. Well, it's probably still good for damage. I mean, somewhat. It's not like huge. Nah, it's still pretty good. It's still worth keeping this node here. But I think you would have to go for every skill speed that you can grab. So I think you would... I mean, this feels about the same as using Dance with Death. It's like you could get rid of this and run Dance with Death, and it feels about the same either way right now between those two. Whereas, like, if you dropped this and ran Dance of Death, it was noticeably faster with the skill speed. Let me put this on Q real quick so I can test. Alright. pain in the butt to do. I need to go into like a zone where there's lots of movement. Or lots of space to move. Sucks. What a buzzkill. Yeah, I don't feel like there's a difference at all. It's probably just a difference in damage. They destroyed this skill. That's sad. I mean, it's doable, but like your movement speed is awful. Let's see. Let me reallocate Dance with Dead. Let's put this back in there. 25% more skill speed. Let's go back into the map and see what this feels like. Yeah, this is crazy. Alright, Dance with Death is noticeably quicker. So I think the play now is you drop the shield. This definitely feels better. So you have to run Dance with Death. And then I think maybe you run those gloves for another 15% more attack speed. The problem is, like... Yeah, I guess you'd have to do that and run Charge Perfusion. Ooh, this guy's nasty. Oh, I don't have my, rip. Oh, my Twister enabled. Yeah, so Dance with Death is noticeably faster. 100%. Like, if I put this back in, that's way slower. It may not look like it, but you definitely feel it. Okay. So now let's pick up those gloves, Hateforge, and let's play around with some stuff. We're gonna drop this. Let's go buy Hateforge. This really sucks because we're gonna lose a lot of stats. I gotta figure out dexterity now. And we lose a lot of ES and evasion. I mean, my evasion's not too bad. Once I have all my auras back and stuff, because like we get pretty high once we're spinning. I just don't have any auras right now because of my dex. Alright, let's grab Hateforge. What are these going for? 2 divine. Whew. Everyone's buying them now because of what they did to this fucking game. Yeah, you'd want like a high rage roll. Well, actually, I guess for what we're doing, you'd want a low rage roll, so you're triggering it more often. You don't... Well, no. Gain 2 random charges on reaching maximum rage. Lose all rage. Wait, hold on. I thought in the video... +8 maximum rage. Where is he? Where was the more attack speed? Oh, it's the rage gem. Yeah. Is the build cooked as it is? Well, I'm wondering how to feel with Hateforge. So if I grab these gloves... Yeah, because like you want the fastest possible so it sets over and over. So we're going to go with the cheapest price ones, I guess, just to test this. So 2 divine, corrupted. Oh, gain 1 random charge on reaching maximum rage. Yeah, so it can roll multiple things. Got it. So you want like gain 3 random and you want the lowest possible. Like what's the most expensive ones? Are you using the adaptable assault node? Possibly. You talking about this right here? +4 to melee strike range if you dealt a projectile attack. I'm not, because I'm trying to not use Twister. So the idea behind this was to only use Twister like when I'm bossing, and maybe if I come across like a ridiculous rare. Otherwise, like prior to this patch happening, the movement speed being really good, I would just whirl around and kill everything. And I only needed to use Twisters basically when I got to a map boss, or like there was a super gig like Abyss rare. So... And the thing is, like, with the way this game works, I have to use, like, Whirlwind Lance to then magnify my Whirling Slash, and I don't want to do that, like, every 5 or 10 seconds. I just want to, like, do it once at the beginning of a map and then just blast. And then I'm fine with losing it on a boss because I'm using Twister to nuke the boss, so I don't really care at that point. Okay, so you definitely want this. This is huge. It's way more than running the offhand. Because this right here, it just feels noticeably quicker. I don't know though, maybe not. I don't know. Bro, why did they have to brick this build? Yeah, I feel like the Hateforge is mandatory. So your most expensive ones are going to have, yeah, like multiple charges and the lowest possible rage count. Your cheapest ones are going to have like extra rage and basically no charges. So gain X or gain hashtag random charges on reaching maximum rage. So we want 3 at a minimum. +7 to maximum rage. Oof. %14 more skill speed when you have a frenzy charge. Charge regulation. %24 more critical chance while you have a power charge. Yeah, I feel like you gotta run this 30 spirit with a Hateforge, so we could test it. I'll just buy a cheap pair right now. Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. Research. Everything's getting priced out now. That's funny. Screw it. We'll buy the 6 divine one. These things are going to be selling anyways now, so... Oh, rip. I don't have 6 divine. I have 5. I guess we'll go for gain 2 random charges. Three divine.
Sure thing.
Might be a short stream today. They might have just killed all of my enthusiasm to play this game. Completely destroy a build. Because they have to, like, understand nobody's going to want to play this skill if it's like this. Like, no one's going to want to play it that slow. I don't know how they think that's, like, a good idea.
The winds change direction.
Like, that's immediately just going to, like, no one wants to play this anymore. They completely gutted it. I feel like this. Am I misunderstanding these patch notes? Like, I feel like fixed a bug where Whirling Slash's travel distance could no longer change based on your attack speed. But it was changing. The travel distance was changing prior to the patch. Like, the more attack speed you scaled, the better you traveled. I don't understand. I think they bricked it unintentionally. I don't think this can't be intended. The way that, am I crazy? Like, the way that reads, fixed a bug where it would not scale with attack speed for the travel distance. So either it was calculating wrong before, or you know, 113 decks. So yeah, like either it was like just calculating wrong before and it was doing more travel than it should have, because the way that's worded, it makes it sound as if it wasn't taking attack speed into account when it was scaling your traveling. But the more attack speed I scaled on the build, the faster I was going. I'm using the Whirling, using WS Twister, and when I use the node I told you, the difference is 90% the same as it was before. So you're saying basically, what was it, Adaptive Assault? So you're saying this node, so it's melee strike range, you think? Let's try that.
Shocking.
I'll put 3 points into that then. Put these back here. So it's like, maybe it works like before, but you just have to like weave twisters in constantly. Yeah.
One must always be willing to change.
In the past 8 seconds. So basically, you're never going to have a large whirlwind. Like, your Whirling Slash will never be large, because you're not going to... It would be incredibly painful to whirlwind Lance and then Whirling Slash to keep it large. So essentially, you're just going to run a really small, or you're going to have to put Magnified Effect and like forego some damage. +4 to melee strike range. Is there just like flat melee strike range nodes then? Or is that really the only one? +2. There's probably some... Wow. There really isn't. So I feel like you want to then anoint one of these nodes too. So if this works well, then you'd want to probably anoint this and get another +2 melee strike range.
One must always be willing to change.
Alright, so we now have this, so... need to hit an enemy with a projectile first, so let's give it a shot and see how this works. I don't feel like I'm moving faster. Yeah, this is nowhere near as quick as what it was. I feel like I'm moving the same speed regardless of that. Why did they do this to this game? Yeah, I don't see the buff. I don't think this is doing anything. Wow. They literally broke the build. That's crazy. What's crazy too is like affects the speed at which the skills are used, increases and reductions to skill speed, stack additively with increases and reductions to attack speed, cast speed. Stacks additively, so it's like the same as attack speed. So like all this scaling that I'm getting from here. So here's the real question. Let's like not accuracy stack at all. Let's drop that node.
A shift in my training can't hurt.
Let's drop that. Okay, I don't have that anymore. Okay, it's slower. But if I put
The winds change direction.
a point into this, it's like I'm moving the same as having the shield. So there's like literally no reason to stack accuracy outside of damage for the build.
The winds change
You're gonna need so much accuracy to, and you're moving slower with the shield. So like you lose well, actually hold on, I need this point, my bad. Yeah, see it's like the same. You just can never go as fast, like we can never go as fast as we did before. They broke the build. Those gloves will be nice, but like 15% more attack speed while you're not at maximum rage is... This is the fastest you're gonna ever be, because I have that buff right now. Because I'm not at maximum rage, but I have the gem in, this is the fastest you're ever gonna go on the build. Until you scale like more accuracy. Like I have 20,000, I guess if you can get this up to 40,000 and double this, you'd be going quicker. Right? But you're never gonna be... This is as fast as I'm gonna be right now. Because even if I use the gloves, I'm only gonna go slower than this when I hit 30 rage. Rapid attack 3. Oh, this game is hurting my head right now. Why did they break the game? It's so bad. Why would they break their game? Rapid attacks 3. I have not tried this. 35% increased attack speed. They deal 50% less damage. Yeah, I can't use this. That's terrible. 25% increased attack speed. We could try this.
I guess it's worth that.
I guess I could throw this in. 25% increase attack speed. Okay, that's... Alright, this definitely has an impact. Yeah, okay. This is okay. You can see the difference with attack speed. Well, attack speed increases our damage too, and attack speed is really good for Whirlwind Slash. That's why it's good to accuracy stack. Like, if I drop this node in my POB, I'll show you real quick. This is what I'm working on. So you can see we're at like 193 hit DPS. If I unstack this right here, we lose like 60k DPS. So you want to stack accuracy and scale with attack speed. Attack speed is a lot of damage for Whirlwind Slash. The problem is the benefit we got from the speed increase of using the ability is, yeah, so you have to use rapid attacks. Let me see what that does for my damage. So if I drop out Lightning Pen and I add rapid attacks on there, so we lose basically about 20k DPS not using Lightning Pen, but we get the mobility aspect of it. Let's go back in the map and test speed. The problem is if we don't use those gloves as soon as we hit max rage, we're fucked. We lose that more attack speed. So it's gonna feel really bad. I mean, this is still not good, but it's... Yeah, we just need a ton of accuracy. Yo, this is crazy what they did. Alright, so let's see what happens when we get to max rage. There's still enemies left. Yeah, I can tell like the difference in speed as soon as I hit max rage. But I feel like we're gonna have to use those gloves with the charge perfusion. And so I feel like the gloves with charge perfusion with rapid attacks. Alright, so we gotta figure out a shit ton of dexterity now. Ugh. Well, I can socket some dex into the gloves, I guess. This is fucking awful, dude. Ten dexterity. Rip. Alright, we're down 10. So this, we can buy these points back. That was doing nothing. So we'll buy those points back. We can get 10 dexterity from here. So we're going to go up there anyways for some evasion. Alright. That got us back everything but Whirling Slash. We need 116. Bro, come on, dude. Let's buy back that point.
The winds change direction.
Dexterity. I feel like somebody smarter than me will figure this out. But I think you have to use those gloves and that aura, and you have to use rapid attacks too. I'm just gonna have to, until I buy an item with better stats, I'm just gonna have to socket one more useless point here for Dex. Alright. So we got the gloves now. Lose all rage on reaching maximum rage, gain 2 random charges, and then we want a charged perfusion. Or charge regulation. 14% more skill speed while you have a frenzy charge. And 2 random charges on each turn. I mean, we're going to reach maximum rage super quick right now because I have so much accuracy scaling. So even though it's not 3, it's 2. So let's just do a different waystone here. Let's get some of my defense back in life. It still blows my mind that there's barely any difference swapping these boots. I mean, it's slightly noticeable, but it's not. It's crazy. Alright. Yeah, let's do like this. Just want to test this out. I don't really care where we go. We'll just go to some random map here. I killed my boy. Alright. Oh, this map sucks for this build. Pick like the worst thing possible. Alright. Alright. Yeah, so as long as we're killing enough mobs or to stack our rage up. This is like the worst zone I could have picked. Okay. Yeah, this is doable. The tech works. So you're gonna want the gloves with 3 charges, and you want the gloves with 3 charges, and as low rage as possible so you can maintain. But honestly, even right now, like, let's go into the depths where the spacing's better. It seems like I'm maintaining 3 charges pretty good right there. Wonder if we can increase the effect of this. Alright, that's pretty good tech right there. Thank you for sharing that. I think that might save the build. With some other adjustments I'm gonna have to make, I think like the build's on life support right now, but we might be able to bring it back from death. It is nice actually getting the endurance and power charges too. Okay, this is... We just have to generate we have to reset our rage so quickly that we need to always be at like 3 frenzy charges basically. Because if it consumes like the frenzy charges, we lose all of our speed. Ooh, that's a hit. And this is where I would normally want to use Twister, but like we lose our speed if we use Twister. But this is, with like 3 charges, it's not too bad. It's not as good as it was, but it's doable. Alright, we need to find more ways to stack accuracy. If we can double our accuracy and get like another twice as much attack speed as we have now, that might also save this. This is feeling closer. With 3 frenzy charges, this feels pretty close. So what we need to do now is stack our frenzy charges. We need to be able to have like 6 to 8 frenzy charges. This will help when we do our next ascendancy on Deadeye, but we specifically want to start speccing into additional frenzy charges because we're going to scale so much attack speed from it. Okay. So trying to think. So we're gonna want stuff like frenetic +1. What we're really gonna want is +2 on fervor. Fear, guilt, isolation. That's probably expensive. Fear, guilt, isolation. I don't think I have any of those. I have a guilt. How much is, like, say, fear and isolation? Oh, that's not too bad. How much is isolation? We might be able to do this. 56 chaos. Okay. Yeah, I think we... 14% more skill speed. 28% skill speed. From we gain some defense here. So I almost wonder... Yeah. I have decent accuracy on my 2 rings. I had it on the gloves, but we can't use the gloves anymore. So we need to get accuracy on weapon and on neck. And then... That's pretty dope. And then we could try to... That might be worth 20 chaos. Do I have 20 chaos? Or am I going to have to break a divine? Find out in a second. More attack speed and accuracy. That'll be double. That's like another 4 attack speed. Plus we get some dex, which will free up points on the tree that I can use for other stuff. And fizz damage is pretty low, but I think we'll have to see how this feels. I mean, if we get lucky, it'll be an add flat damage roll. Like adds flat to flat damage. We're lucky. Save the day. Oh, it bricked our accuracy. Oh, dude. So we need like an accuracy roll. I just bricked the weapon. I bricked the weapon. I guess it has accuracy, whereas the other one doesn't, but still, I bricked the frickin' weapon. I don't know, dude. I think it's... So, there's some tech with the... You can use these gloves along with this aura to, like, reset your rage, and you generate frenzy charges, and this scales more skill speed with frenzy charges, so it, like... When you have max frenzy charges, it feels... close to what it was. So now I'm like, okay, we need to stack more than 3 frenzy charges, so we probably have to pick up stuff like Fervor, Frenetic, so we can like get way more frenzy charges. So, but I was trying to buy a weapon because like I didn't have any accuracy on my weapon, so I was trying to scale that, but then I used one of the Abyss things and I think I broke my weapon. But yeah, with frenzy charges, like with a bunch of frenzy charges, it feels kind of close to what it was. So I just gotta like generate some frenzy charges here. So this is 3 frenzy charges right now. It feels better than what it was coming off of the patch. I think it's playable. I think we're going to have to just stack frenzy charges at this point. And a lot more, like, accuracy. But, like, even with 2 frenzy charges, it definitely feels playable. So I need to play a map that has, like, some good open space, because... This build is terrible on all these maps that have, like, no space. So let's see. I have... Yeah, we gain, like, 8% attack speed plus another 2. So we're getting, like, 10% more attack speed with this weapon. So even though it feels like it says less damage, looking at the tooltip, it doesn't really feel that way. Alright, let's put these stuff here for now. I have enough spirit running this charge that I can also still run Ghost Dance, which is nice. So it'll cap me out on spirit. But we can still run Ghost Dance, which is nice for the defense. And let's see. I can't run Clarity, that's the problem. But we're okay with mana right now. So let's put these things away. Put this in here. Alright. So let's grab another Waystone here and let's do like a tougher map. Let's do something that has some like is scary. And let's put this in a place that doesn't feel awful. I'm trying to think of what's a good open... Let's try Bloodwood. I don't know if this is good or not. We'll find out. Oh, dude. Just give me normal map. Lots of space. This is going to be just a bunch of... Well, this might work out if it's just straight passages I'm going to be breezing through. Bro. Alright, we'll just run without it. I don't know why it's being so difficult. There we go. Alright. Alright, so we need to get up to 3 frenzy charges. So we're at 3 frenzy charges right now. It feels okay. It's still not as good as it was prior to the patch, but I feel it's playable right now. Could just be copium, I don't know. We need a much better weapon. But as far as like speed goes, yes. I'm definitely noticing the lack of clarity also. So I think I might have to drop Ghost Dance and run Clarity off of one of my other auras. We'll see. Yeah. These mobs are a little bit tougher right now because we are running max delirium. Or we're like, we have stacks of delirium. Alright. Yeah, as soon as we lose those frenzy charges, we get real slow, real quick. Okay, so it's not hard to keep the charges sustained. I was worried about that. Yeah, we just need a better weapon because I sacrificed quite a bit of damage when I bought this new weapon, so we just need something better. I don't know. I'm still coping right now with the change. Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, I could see them nerfing it a little bit, but they nerfed it so much. Like, and I don't. I get they probably thought it was too fast, but like, why would you nerf it to this degree? Because what you're doing is essentially you're making it like where you can only play this build with a unique now. Like, this skill is useless unless you run this unique. Because look at my speed right now without frenzy charges. It's, like, terrible. Like, without frenzy charges, you can't play this gem. You have to play it this way. And I think any skill that's reliant on a unique to be good in this game is bad. If I need to get a specific unique that's super expensive to play a skill in this game, it's a bad skill. It's tragic. Alright, What can we do here? So I still need a better weapon. Yeah, we need something with way more. Well, I guess we could fix our amulet. I don't need melee skills. I just need fire resist, spirit, and accuracy. Oh, I lost lightning resist too, and I dropped those gloves. Rip. Let's see what it would cost to get an amulet that has 45 spirits. A lot of accuracy. Oh, there's the answer. Fire, cold. Things I don't need. What about 400 accuracy? Okay, that frees it up a bit. Lightning resist. "32 strength and 33 intelligence is kind of dope, and 11. Like, we lose some life, but we gain a lot of accuracy. It's going to be like another couple percent of attack speed. Really wish I wasn't going to be sacrificing so much life, though. Yeah, I think we drop Ghost Dance, which gives us back some spirit, and we run that clarity. Off of... That should have done it. Yeah. It leaves us with like 10 spirit, which means we can actually go as low as like 35 when we're doing our search now, which should make the price of things a lot more bearable. I think it's because there's like one streamer that's popularizing it with Twister and probably got the attention of GGG. But yeah, out of all the things they could nerf right now, I don't know why they did that, to be honest. Because it's like, I don't know. Not anywhere near the most popular skill being played right now, so I don't get it. I like the mana regen here. Let's see what it would be with life. System's really good. I'm glad they implemented this. This is like a win for sure. And it will be great when it's in PoE 1. Strength, fire resist. I really don't need fire resist. This does have really good mana regen, which would buy back our clarity, or just help us out in general. Spirit's okay. The life is huge. Accuracy is good. Because, like, the thing about dropping my amulet is we do lose quite a bit of life. I just don't really need fire resist right now. I guess we kind of need the fire. Fire, spirit, life, accuracy. Really care for the implicit. This, I guess, is fine. It's a lot of spirit. But most importantly, it gives us accuracy. On the other hand, this gives us a lot of stats. This is like a lot of dex on the amulet, which we need right now. Yeah. If I get this, I get like almost 40 dex, which frees up a lot of points that I'm blowing on the tree right now just to have dexterity. I get these 4 skill points back basically, which then could go straight into here, increases our frenzy charge duration, and also gives us the +2 frenzy charges. For 5 chaos. I don't even care about resistances right now. I gotta fix the build and figure out that before I can care about resistances in this game.
You definitely want that one, right?
Alright, so now we've got like an insane amount of dex to run our skills. So we should be able to just like buy back a bunch of points. So let's grab these back. All of this. Okay, so frenzy charge locations. We have one right here. I feel like we have to go for fervor. We'll test this out. Alright, this is feeling a lot better already. So you can see, as we're scaling our accuracy back up, it's starting to feel a lot better. Right now I have just like a crit hit attack speed jewel. I actually need to pick up something for this jewel socket. And then I would put a point here to get that eventually, and then I'm just got some crit hit and mana regen stuff here. But at this point, like, it sounds like we're gonna want all accuracy and attack speed jewels. So this feels starting to feel better. And once we get our frenzy charges up, it should be pretty good. I gotta fix resistances somehow. I wonder what happens if I put my better weapon in. How slow this feels. It's pretty noticeable. Yeah, we need a better accuracy weapon. I don't think they're gonna roll this back. I think they really didn't like, even though like nobody was playing Whirling Slash compared to like, you know, what the masses are playing right now. I think they just hated the fact that anyone was moving this fast in this game. But I think Frenzy Charge stacking as Deadeye will fix it. So we get 6 Frenzy Charge, or we get 5 Frenzy Charges now. I think we're going to have to go into here to get another Frenzy Charge, so we get to 6. Yeah, I could get a better belt eventually that will raise my resistances up. I still kind of want to blow the rest of my money on a better weapon because like this still has really low accuracy. We could get like another 400 to 500 accuracy on this weapon with the attack speed, and that's huge. And we don't actually need the dex anymore. No, we do. No, we don't. So we have the dex, so I don't need dex on the weapon. So all I need is attack speed, accuracy on a spear. I'd like to get like another 400 at least accuracy on the weapon. 450 here and attack speed at 25 at least. What's our damage? It's got to be less than 2 divines. So 1 divine. Okay. 469 accuracy, 25% increased attack speed. I really don't want the damage to be super low on these though. What about 400 on accuracy? This may be what we have to grab. And then we slot in an additional accuracy here, I think. I think we grab this weapon.
It's yours.
And then we slot in more accuracy, I guess. Plus 80 accuracy, so we want a vision rune.
I'll post it right away.
What's our accuracy at now? 24k. Does this feel faster than this? This is so much more damage. Why? It's just the flat roll, I guess. Yeah. Alright. I guess we can, now that we have like additional frenzy charges, I guess we can go try out a map. Let's grab another waystone. My enthusiasm is like plummeted. This is gonna suck. Alright, let's see how bad this feels. We got our elemental weakness, barrage, herald of thunder, wind dancer, charge regulation with the clarity. That's pretty much it for our spirit. What's a decent map? Maybe we can. I have no idea what the most open map is. A lot of these maps suck. Screw it. Let's try a Riverside. Alright, so now we can get up to 5 Frenzy Chargers. So let's see. Alright, we have 5 Frenzy Charges. This is feeling similar to, this is starting to feel, the speed-wise, similar to what it was pre-patch with, like, maximum Frenzy Charges. Alright. What is hurting me right here? Probably the fact that my resistances are shot now on this build. Alright, yeah, so if you can get like 4 to 5 Frenzy Charges, it starts to feel kind of similar to what it was. The problem I'm having right now is I don't have any like resistances aren't capped anymore, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, like speed-wise, with 5 Frenzy Charges, this feels okay-ish. So we just want, you're just gonna have to stack as many Frenzy Charges as possible. It'll help when I get the rest of my Deadeye Ascendancy, because I don't have like, I only have 2 of the 4. So I could be getting like, I could be stacking them a lot quicker too. The other thing that's really annoying about this skill is it like locks me into place when I'm on a mob, which is like really frustrating. I don't know. Yeah, so like here we are with 4, and it's feeling okay-ish, speed-wise. 5. We're getting close to what we were pre-patch. And this will get better as I stack like more accuracy. If I can get like another 15k accuracy, and like another like 6 to 7 Frenzy Charges instead of 5, I think we're gonna be okay in the long run. I also need like a better weapon. Yo, dude. My lightning resistance is non-existent right now. I think it's the extra chaos they're doing, their extra chaos damage too in the chaos ball explosions. Alright. Yeah, my defenses got wrecked trying to fix my gear for this stuff. I'm gonna have to fix like my resistances and get my energy shield back up a little bit. Okay. I think we fixed it, guys. Like, wow, I gotta fix my resistances because I'm getting destroyed. But in terms of like the build having speed, how does it not capture that? That's so... It's fucking game, dude. But yeah, frenzy charge stacking is the key here. Yeah, this feels really good. This is playable. Alright, we fixed it. It took a lot to fix, but we fixed the speed. Now we gotta fix our defenses. Alright, yeah, the chaos damage I think is what's killing me on this map right now. Get anything from ritual. Take the 2 support gems. Fix my life. Dead. Yeah. Dude, they really kind of fucked my build with this patch. I was like not expecting them to nerf the thing I was playing. It wasn't even like on the radar of builds that were being played in this game. Somehow this gets touched but lightning arrow doesn't. I don't understand at all. But yeah, getting the rest of Deadeye will help because we'll get an additional frenzy charge chance here, and this is more like for when we use barrage with Twister, but this will help with stacking them quicker. I think we got to put points into frenetic so we can have 6 as a cap instead of 5, and possibly also come here to savagery to get like 7 total ones. I think I'm going to move this jewel over here in my empty slot. And buy this point back.
Go on.
One must always be willing to change.
And we can stack that here, I guess. Alright. Resistances. My lightning is really low. What can we fix? Better belt would do it. How much life do we lose? Honestly, we need like fire and lightning. What, on the amulet? Is there a lightning resist on the tree? Plus 10, that's garbage. Yeah. I could anoint, well, Fervor I think is too expensive. It's the isolation right now that's too expensive. But this would be the play because that would save me 3 points. Oh, frenetic? Yeah, depending on how expensive frenetic is. What is that? Ire, suffering, guilt? Do I like cats? I don't mind cats. Ire, suffering, guilt. So really it's just suffering, however much that is. 61 chaos, yeah. I can't spend that right now. even if I broke a divine. Uh, 1,000 lives. Yeah, cats, they say have 9 lives, right? Actually, I can get rid of the dex now from these gloves, and we can put some resist in there. So put some lightning resist in there, I guess. That'll help a bit. We also don't need the intelligence here, so we can put more lightning there. Alright. Um... The crit scaling... See, the problem that Amazon has right now, this makes Deadeye even better for Whirling Slash, because the fact that you can use called shots, right? So I can put Sniper's Mark in there to generate frenzy charges automatically for me, and then this gives me 50% chance to get double frenzy charges. Like, because we have to stack frenzy charges now, I feel like we have to play Deadeye. Like, Whirling Slash worked on Amazon prior to this change. Now, like, I can't see any other build but Deadeye for Whirling Slash, because this is going to enable us with the gloves to just generate frenzy charges so rapidly right now. The gloves plus Deadeye are going to make us always sit at, like, maximum frenzy charges, which is going to make Whirling Slash playable. The way the shield works is we are running Falcon Dive, which gives us 1% increased attack speed per 250 accuracy, and the shield gives us double accuracy rating. So we scale accuracy rating to increase our attack speed, and attack speed increases how fast we move with Whirling Slash. So that's the tech behind the shield. Alright, let's try to see if I can slot a fire resist in somewhere. I guess we can put a fire resist in here, and that should fix fire, and then my resistances are kind of almost back up to cap. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, resistances are almost capped again. This should feel better. Evasion's looking good. My energy shield could be higher, but we'll get that 1 point here. The problem is these gloves give us like nothing that we can use for evasion or energy shield. And the boots, like, we lose 2 slots now for scaling our energy shield. That's really shitty. It just makes the build more of a glass cannon than before. But alright, let's do a map that has boss stuff on it. Yeah, we're just gonna, well, Val City's probably a crappy layout. All these maps suck for this, like, playing like Cyclone and PoE 2 sucks. I'm trying so hard to make this work right now. Yeah, I don't want to do Val City. That is a hard pass. Crimson Shores, let's see what this feels like. Ritual, I like Ritual. Alright, so I think we fixed the build. I think Frenzy Charges saved us with that glove tech. Alright. Yeah, as long as we can get our frenzy charges up and running, our speed is okay again. Yeah, see, like, this feels okay. Still not as good, but it's like it's a lot closer to what we had. I guess the nice benefit of the gloves is you do get the endurance and power charges too, occasionally. So that's really nice. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have to do some twisters here. Lightning rare was kicking my butt. Yeah, we need a better weapon to scale our damage back up to make Whirling Slash better for clear mapping. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's a rare here that's just not dying. I think it's that big abyss dude right there who's been kicking my butt with these lightning bros. Lightning bros are giving me a hard time there. It's not even mid-league. They did it like right at the beginning of the league. It's like it hasn't even been a week, and they nerfed a skill that like 2% of players were playing. It's crazy to me. How am I not picking that up with my Whirlwind Lat? Like, what is going on right now? I hate that I have to do this tech to magnify it too. And it doesn't work sometimes. To be honest, I don't need a Whirling that kills everything on screen, I just need the mobility to farm. Yeah. I find the trick is, like, if I use the Whirlwind Lance sometimes on terrain that I'm up against, it's easier for my slash to pick up the effect than doing it next to me in open space. I typically try to apply it like that. To be honest, right now it feels okay on everything but the Abyss rares. The Abyss rares are just really overtuned right now, so you need something a little bit more potent to get them down until I have like a better weapon. Like, this doesn't work. There we go. Freaking drowning orbs. I don't understand why I get locked in place like that. Am I getting stunned, maybe? That's the only thing I can think of. Because I'll just, like, essentially get locked in place. It feels like I'm getting stunned. Bro, this is such a dumb mechanic. Things I gotta do to play this game. I just thought that was funny that they nerfed the skill right when I decide to try to showcase off what I've been doing with it. I don't know, man. I just don't think I'm feeling the game right now after that. I think I need to spend some time letting this build cook a bit and try some stuff. I think we fixed the speed, but I gotta fix the damage now. I just sacrificed a lot of points off the tree for speed from what I had. We lost like a third of damage on Whirling Slash. Like I used to be able to pretty reliably get these essence guys down. Just using the skill. And now I'm struggling just to do that. I think it was like having to sacrifice one of my gems I was using to a Whirling Slash for the rapid attacks. It gives us a lot of that attack speed, but we also lost like a bit of damage on that too, changing out that support. I think the ignited ground is also just making this kind of toxic. So I can't regen health when I'm ignited like that. Oh, we got a rogue exile. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try my best. Yeah, the 100% ignite or flammability is messing me up pretty good here. Oh, they have a health shrine. I gotta try to click on that. Okay, we got that. Alright. Honestly, the damage isn't that bad when I'm like on her. With just the skill right now. It could be a lot better, but that wasn't too bad. we got that rare that has like the headhunter ability. Lowers your HP. Drowning orbs. It's kind of nasty. Trying to just use Whirling Slash and see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, damage could be better, but c'est la vie. For the amount of attack speed I have, it feels really low. It says I'm sitting at like 6 right now. I feel like I should have more than that with all the attack speed I've invested. But I'm also not at max frenzy charges, so... Oh my gosh, this dude was wrecking me. Oh, we're gonna have to use tornadoes here. Yeah, for sure. I say tornadoes, I meant twisters. See, it like rolls me back into him. I don't understand. Yeah, our weapon sucks. I need something that has far more fizz damage on it with like much higher accuracy. So my base attacks per second are like 4.9 without the frenzy charges. I'll have to like get back to max frenzy charges and check real quick to see with all the attack speed scaling. I think what it is like I start slashing, and when there's a mob nearby and I like try to dodge roll back, it like, see how it brings me, it brought me back again. So I think that's a bug, because I'm slashing, I dodge out, and it immediately brings me back into the fight. You see that? So I can be whirling around, and then I try to dodge roll away from something, and it tries to path me back in. It's like wherever my cursor is pointed, I think. So I have to like, I'm attacking, I dodge out, and I have to like keep my cursor in the direction I need to run away from. So yes, it's the pathing. I think it's just unfortunately you have to muscle memory train yourself to keep your cursor in the direction you're rolling. Otherwise it'll take you right back to the fight. %increase, or that's the monsters. I guess I don't really care about that. Let's regal this and see if we get something. Should be a little scary, but as long as there's no ground degen and shit like that, we should be alright, I guess. Let's try this out. Yeah, right? It's like I'm whirlwinding, and if I dodge out. If my cursor is... Oh, hold on. Well, now it's not doing it. I don't know. It was doing it a second ago. It was weird. But that's gotten me killed several times. It's like super janky. Alright, so my attacks per second are 6.21 right now with 2 frenzy charges. So let's see what happens. I max this out. So now we're sitting at, so just 5. So 6.21 is my current. But with the frenzy charges, the speed feels close to what it was. What is hitting me so hard? Oh, it's bleed, because I'm moving. Yikes. Thanks. Yeah, I think I fixed the speed stuff. I think as we just scale more accuracy going forward, it'll get close. It'll get to what it was. It's just really unfortunate that you have to play one Ascendancy, and you have to... So, in order to play Whirling Slash now, in my opinion, you have to be Deadeye, and you have to use these unique gloves and the Aura combination, which they'll probably nerf that too. But you have to do all of that to play Whirling Slash. You can't play it on Amazon anymore. It just won't be as good, because Deadeye gives you so many free Frenzy charges. So you have to play Deadeye, and you have to play the unique gloves. Otherwise, you're going to have a really bad time. I mean, the speed feels okay now. Like, it's not... You know, we fixed some stuff with gear and some interactions. But, I have to do a lot to get my damage back to what it was prior to the patch, because I had to sacrifice some DPS in order to obtain the speed that you're seeing right here. Oh my gosh, dude. These Abyss mobs are so overtuned. And I'm surprised, like, so they nerf Whirling Slash, but they don't nerf the Abyss mobs that are clearly out of line with everything else in the game. Clearly out of line with everything in the game right now. But they don't touch these guys. Like, what is this guy even got going on? Crystalline Barrier? I can't even kill this guy. Well, okay, I guess we're just gonna run away from him. I don't get why those weren't adjusted. Like, I don't understand. They had an entire weekend of people complaining about how bad these Abyss mobs are, and they just didn't adjust them at all. Like, they made it so during the campaign you get introduced to their mods a little bit slower, but they didn't nerf them. They clearly need to be nerfed. They're radically out of line with everything in the game right now. It's like the mob from hell. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm doing any damage to this bro. It's crazy. That's like actually crazy. They're like unkillable. I mean, I have 54% evasion right now. My HP is like a little bit low, but that wasn't even like an HP problem. Like, killing that rare was so much more difficult than killing any other rare I'd encountered in this map. It was actually harder to kill that rare than any other rare in this map. It's even like with 1500 total combined HP. Or 2500, I should say. Like, look at killing this rare in comparison. Super easy. God, I gave up so much damage and defense just to scale attack speed to get this playable again. Like, prior to the patch, I was running these tier maps with no issue in terms of, like, dying. It's kind of crazy how much life and damage I had to give up to try to maintain speed. Oh, the Abyss stuff is broken as fuck. Yeah, like they... Yeah. The Abyss stuff is completely broken. %. Let's go die to this guy again. Okay. From his one-shot projectiles. All of that for a freaking Chaos Orb. It's totally worth it. I just have to remember, like, this should get better with, like, I killed that rare super easy. This should get better with, like, just, if I can scale my damage and my health back to what it was prior to the patch and having to sacrifice for speed, this should be fun again. It's stupid to me that I have to spend another 2 or 3 days rebuilding the character back to what it was. Abyss mobs tank so much, and every ability has a Giga AoE. Yeah. It's probably the Chaos that's hitting me so hard, honestly. Because I have no Chaos resistance. Yeah, I mean, we're currently sitting at like 22k. I need a better weapon that has like another 400 to 500 accuracy on it and way more fizz damage. And I also need to figure it out. I can't even afford to, because I'm running these gloves now, I have to like run a rare belt with resistances. I can't even run ingenuity to try to buff the accuracy on my rings because I can't give up this slot for resistances now that we're down a slot for another unique. I just can't. Unless I just want to play glass cannon, which I don't want to do. So stupid. Yellow and Orba Alk. Ooh. This should be painful. Let's do a boss. See how this goes. Yeah, if I can anoint this and gain back these 3 points, that would be nice. I probably have the currency to do it. It's just isolation, right? And fear. Fear was a little expensive. Actually, I don't think it was. It's like 19. I think I'm just gonna YOLO this. What's isolation? 55. If I break my last divine, I can do it.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Pure guilt, isolation.
Nature's fury.
Okay. Well, there's that at least.
Go on.
A shift in my training can't hurt.
Okay. Hmm. 8% skill speed is pretty good. I feel like we have to take that now. We have this skill speed over here. And I feel like we start stacking more accuracy here. That'll be a nice one, that's 10%, and then we'll get like another 100 flat from that. 23, okay. Alright, let's see what this feels like. It's kind of a rippy map. Yeah, it's as close as I think we can get in PoE 2. They don't really have a Cyclone skill. This is basically what people play. I'm trying to make as much of a one-button Cyclone build as possible, with the exception of having, like, another ability we use for when we get to a boss or whatever. I had it pretty good earlier today, and then the patch they just did broke the build, and I'm spending a lot of time now just trying to get it back to what it was. It's, a little rough at the moment. But yeah, this is pretty much like PoE 2's Cyclone. Oh my gosh, there's the Abyss that's gonna just one-shot me. It's freaking ridiculous. It's fucking... Yeah, like how do you even deal with this guy? I think I just have to run blue maps for a while until I can get my defenses back to what they were. Like, how do you even deal with this dude? It's crazy. It's actually bananas. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, Frenzy Charge stacking has definitely made this playable again. Are we on the boss already? Okay, here we go. See how this goes. Oh, it's her. I actually enjoyed this boss a lot during the campaign. Thought Act 4 was really well done. It was a little long, but it was really good. Can you move out of this stuff? KK? We lost so much damage, dude. Fixing the speed on the build. She would have died so quickly before. Bro, you wanna, like, move? Okay. Where are you gonna appear, boss? There you are. Alright. No. Fuck that. Shock ground, more damage. Another boss. We do. Rock pools. Let's go do this. Yeah, I think I just need to farm up several more levels. Just do some blue waystones and farm some easy XP. Fix my gear, get it back to what it was earlier today. Died way too many times a day post-patch. Can't play like I did before, because I had to redo everything with the nerf. Just to get speed. Oh gosh. Bro, these abyss mobs. It really is that chaos damage. So you really gotta have chaos resistance to deal with these guys, I think. You're just gonna have like a really bad time. Just gonna go do the depths. I don't even know why I'm fighting this guy. I just want to get to the top left so I can get the loot area. There we go. How quickly will this guy kill me? Never know with the abyss mobs. Oh, there's that chaos shit. We just get enough of them to shotgun. There we go. Oh, I should get my music going again. I forgot to turn that off earlier. I was so incensed by the changes to the patch. Really forgot I was listening to music earlier. But yeah, oh my gosh, at least we figured out how to get the speed back to a reasonable degree. It's so much better than when I logged back in. There was about a good moment there where I thought this build was just dead, completely dead. Where's the boss? Is it down this way? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's this big boy. We lost so much damage, dude. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me get the music going again, and feel like I can start to kind of vibe again now that the build isn't complete trash. These are all garbage. I guess we'll do temp chains, whatever. And poison on hit, great. None of this sounds fun, but we'll do it. We need waystones. Here comes the pain. Pain train. What did this guy even have going on, dude? Just a big boy. Draining all my mana. None of the tornadoes even hit him. I spent out like 5 dozen of them. What's up, Nikos? Welcome to the pain train. I try to figure out this build. I'm gonna come back to do this expedition. Fake Cyclone, love it. Yeah, I mean this is as close as you're gonna get to Cyclone in PoE 2, my dude. What in the heck is these things? You know what they are? Their death is what it looks like. They're like a mirror image of him? Oh, they're like possessed by the wisp stuff, huh? That's what this is. That dumb wisp shit. The temp chains feels awful on this build. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be ready to play regular Cyclone when the next PoE League starts, for sure. I think about a month of doing this and I'm gonna have a real good appreciation for PoE 1 again. It just sucks because I was having like so much fun playing this build earlier today, and then they nerfed the shit out of it. They nerf it in a way that's like just really bad. The fact that it's only good on one ascendancy now, and you have to use a unique in order to play this skill. If you don't do those two things, this skill is gonna suck. Bro, that temp change is nasty. I kind of like PoE 2. It's not the game itself that annoys me. It's the fact that I was playing this build earlier today, and I had phenomenal damage on it for where I was at, and then they nerfed the skill in the patch today, and I had to sacrifice all of my damage to try to rework like attack speed, like make the build playable again in terms of movement speed. And that really, to me, is like... I was able to fix it. It was just annoying. And it's still not as good as it was. So it's just like annoying. But I kind of think like PoE 2 is in a state right now where I'm actually enjoying the game for what it is. It needs a lot more work, but I think like another year, year and a half, and it will be in a pretty decent state. It's still significantly worse than PoE 1. For all of the wrong reasons too. Like, I feel like every patch they're realizing that they need to make it more and more like PoE 1, and it's just getting closer to what PoE 1 is, so it's getting closer to a good game, essentially. Like a lot of the changes they did in PoE, in like the last patch or the last league, I guess you could say, for PoE 2, like point 2, was moving it further away from PoE 1, and players hated it. It had very low turnout compared to this one. This one, they did a lot of stuff that brings it closer to PoE 1, and people have enjoyed it a lot more. Yeah, where's the boss? Okay, I'm in the arena. There we go. I was like, where's the boss? Surely the boss exists, right? Right. There's that thing it does where it likes to... Alright guys, yeah, I think I'm gonna play for a bit. I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow. I need to grind out some currency. I gotta fix the weapon. We need a much better weapon. We gotta fix our belt to help out with some more resistances. And I just gotta grind out probably another 10 levels to get points that I need on the tree. So I just gotta put some time in. Surely 1 out of 1,000 tornadoes will hit. I swear they try to avoid the boss the best they can. Yeah. I think, like you saw in that last part right there, if you get right up on top of the boss and you spam barrage with your twisters, so like you're funneling all of them into him, you gotta, because if you're too far away, they just like spread out, right? But if you can shotgun them directly into the mob and you're on top of them, it seems to work pretty well. But yeah, we need to like retake some damage on the tree here. And I gotta get some points back into my defense. I'd like to get my... We lost so much energy shield with the gloves. So... like if I'm looking at my POB... Oh, we gotta address some stuff on this now. So this is like my theorized endgame version. This has now been fucked. Excuse me. So we have to give up Lightning Pin for rapid attacks. This is mandatory. We also have to drop one of our... We have to drop Ghost Dance because we now have to run charged. This guy right here. We also need to change our anointment. I had Frenetic, because I think on my final tree I'm using Fervor, so we are stacking Frenzy charges anyways. That's fine. Twister damage is still pretty respectable. But we gotta use Hateforge, so we gotta drop our gloves for Hateforge. And in an idolized world, we'd want gain 3. These gloves haven't been updated in PoB because they're like old. They don't have the stats on them. But we'd be using these gloves. And yeah, we need lightning resist somewhere. probably have to just give up the chaos resistance here for lightning resist. So we've got Hateforge in there, we fixed our auras, we fixed our gem support. This gives us currently 6 frenzy charges. If we go for Savage Suffering, we get 7. Attacks per second. Yeah, I can't see you playing this on any class, but Ranger or Deadeye now. You have to play Frenzy Charge stacking for the movement speed. Alright guys, I'm going to put some time and a little bit of work into this. I got to fix my gear up. I was really wanting to demo off some stuff tonight, but I got to kind of do some backtracking due to the nerfs in the patch. Grind out a lot of stuff, so... But yeah, I'll give it a day or two of grinding, and I'll probably stream this weekend, and hopefully have something a lot more put together. My goal is to be able to breeze through T15s as a mapper on this build, and get the single target damage high enough to be able to, like, you know, do the end game content. So I'll spend a couple days figuring some stuff out and continue to make adjustments. Hopefully they won't fuck with this any more than they already did today. But yeah, I'll catch you all later.